Good morning. It's I don't know. It's not that early. Here's outside. You can see it's without the light. And here it's kind of light out, but the lights are still on, you can tell. So it's 6:55 in the morning. There, that helps. Good morning. I'm gonna make my bed. I'm gonna make my bed without leaving the car. So here we go. All right. It's not perfect, but it's also good enough for getting my day going. And I can straighten it out. I just wanted to have some tea before. But first, I want to say I'm really excited because today I'm going to make, I'll just say it, I'm going to make pumpkin pudding. And usually I make sweet potato pudding. There's a recipe, but I'm going to try using, instead of like sweet potatoes, which I'll usually bake and then fill it out, but you can get a can of sweet potato. But I'm going to try pumpkin. So that's what I'll be cooking later, some pumpkin pudding on my stove. It's tasty, and I'm not sure what else. This is my day off. I don't work at the farm, and I might DoorDash. I'll probably DoorDash a little bit. But my main goal is to hang out with you guys today, and so we'll see what that looks like. But I do know I'm going to make pumpkin pudding. I'm designing the games. I'm planning the party for the live. That's actually what I'm doing right now. And I'm trying to figure out some sort of game that'll be fun for the 1,000 subscriber live. Woo! In case you guys are wondering what I'm writing. Well, I'm doing other writing too, but that's why I'm smiling right now, because I'm getting excited. Cheers. All right, I moved. I'm in a new spot, but I'm still finishing my pot of tea. And I had to reheat it. But I went to the grocery store. So I'm going to make pumpkin pudding, but I saw a gluten-free pie crust. So I think I'm going to make pumpkin pudding pie. I'm not sure. You know me, I always got to like switch things up a little bit. I'm going to make pumpkin pudding pie. And I'm at the park. And I'm trying to figure out where to put all the groceries. And I'm kind of just reorganizing. So I got a bunch more wipes while I was at the store. And these fit, well, I'll just go through the stuff first that I got. I got these gluten-free noodles. This is a really good brand of gluten-free noodle. And so the farm where I work, they do like wholesale ordering, and I ordered some cheddar cheese powder. So I got some noodles so I can like make some mac and cheese quickly, just like the instant kind, but like, you know, I think it's cheaper this way. I thought I had another bag of noodles. I don't see them now. I got these rice ramen. These are easy. I'm running low on my instant rice noodles, and these were like $1.29, and they're just like a quick soup to heat up, so that's kind of cool. And, oh, some little tiny compostable 4-gallon trash bags, because these are handy to have around, and they're compostable, and they were the cheapest ones, actually, which was cool to see. Now I'm worried about my noodles. Like, where? Oh, I know. I put one of the noodles away already. And then I got this foaming hand soap because I have a lot of hand sanitizer, but I don't have actual soap. And it's very small. And I like this brand. And it was cheap. It was in the travel size section. And it's a foaming hand soap. So I'm trying to figure out my water system. So I have the water. So that's something I'm going to work on today. My water cooler here. But I don't currently have like anywhere to drain water into, and I think I'm gonna figure that out, like a gray water tank. I saved the last gallon I got, but it wasn't actually a gallon, it was a little smaller. Here, I'll show. So I got this, and it's 3 liters, it's not quite a gallon, and I think I'm gonna figure out some way to have like a gray water tank for like if I have to empty out my teapot or, you know, after doing dishes. So I'm going to work on that today. And I think having somewhere where I can like wash my hands, not just with hand sanitizer, but like actual soap and maybe like a little sink or something. I have the foaming dish liquid too, but I just got this. So that's kind of what I got, and I'm going to put it away. Oh, and I got the stuff for the pudding, and I got whipped cream, I got some eggs, and I got some butter, and it's in my cooler. I did not get any frozen stuff, but it's pretty cool outside, and none of that stuff is like super perishable, so it'll be fine just in the cooler. I might get something frozen later, but I'm just gonna see how the day unfolds. So yeah. So I guess that's kind of like my agenda for the day. I'm just gonna take it easy. I did move and I'm at a park. And there are bathrooms at this park and trails. So I think I'm gonna hang out here, and I hope you guys want to hang out too. I'm gonna walk around the park later on and do some cooking. And I might have to go find a place to get the, like, if my sink contraption, however I end up doing that. All right. That's on today's agenda. And I figured out about the game. I've been thinking about it, and I know how I'm going to do it. I think it'll be really fun. So that's exciting too. And I'm excited to do the live soon. The celebratory live, because now I know how I'm going to do the game. So I might actually work on that a little bit too. Party planning. I put away the groceries. But now I have all this other stuff I have to figure out what to do with. So, sorry for like, this is, I've been working a lot at the farm, and I think I'll put in some clips here. Let me introduce you to the animals at the farm. Hello. Hi. Hey. Hi. So that's been fun, but today's technically a day off, and so I'm kind of all over the place. I do have to do some dishes later because I made a couple eggs and I heated up some soup and my teapot. I'll show you my mess right here. This is what's going on. It's a little messy. Writing, my tea, my dishes. So it's not horribly messy, but I think I'm gonna go for a walk and get out and stretch my legs. As much as I've been enjoying just being lazy. And then I can come back and hang out some more in the car. But first, a walk. Looks nice out. So the day that I'll be posting this video is the anniversary of my first son's death. He died when he was 4 weeks old from SIDS, which is sudden infant death syndrome, and there's no reason. There's no explainable reason. It's a sudden and unexplained death. And I woke up one morning and he was no longer alive. And it's something I've thought a lot, like why? And what I've come to realize is there are things in our lives that we're not going to understand. Some things we'll understand and some things we won't. And that it's actually not our job to understand everything that happens in our life or around us. And sometimes the best we can do is to have trust and faith and love through the unexplained things. And that's the best we can do. We're not going to understand everything, and it's okay because it's not our job to. But it can be an opportunity to grow in our place in a bigger web of life. There are things out there much, much greater than we'll ever be able to understand, and that even when it feels like loss, there's so much within the loss that is actually growth and understanding in trust and faith and love. Okay, so it's been a couple hours. I went for the walk and I don't know, I'm just a little bit in my head. I think not feeling very chipper. However, I'm excited about making this pumpkin. And I did go to the store and I got this tub. I think it was $12. And I got a funnel so I can do dishes. And the cool thing about this is that I think it's like 12 by 12, but it folds up. I got it from Walmart. Not my most favorite store, but I'm glad to get this. And yeah, it folds up really small. They do have some great items, this being one of them. And it'll fit under the bed, and then I can heat up water to do dishes in here. And I have that little less than a gallon water container that I poured into my water jug, and I can drain the sink into that water jug and then dispose of it properly when I get the chance. So like my dishwater, or I mean toothbrushing water, I think would work, with the funnel into this this jug, and it has a screw on top. So that's exciting. I figured out a way. As the weather gets colder, I'm spending more time in my car, so it's a great product for that. And I'm excited to do dishes later. I think first though, I'm gonna make the pumpkin pie, and I might not do I might save dishwashing for another day, actually. And I'm just gonna make the pumpkin pudding pie now. All right, for the pie, I'm gonna use this 100% pumpkin, and I got a can opener today at the grocery store. I haven't had one, so this is exciting. I always have to get like the cans of stuff that have the pop-off tops, so yeah. This is kind of exciting. The basic ingredients are like pumpkin, egg, usually I do brown sugar, but I have maple syrup, so I'm gonna do that. Super treat. And I'm gonna do butter, eggs, brown syrup, the pumpkin puree. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm gonna crack all the eggs in here. That's the good stuff. I think that'll be enough. Maybe just a little more. I'm gonna put like a brown sugar topping on too. A little bit of salt to offset the sweet. This is that ginger juice, the ginger powder. So I'm gonna put a little sprinkle of that in. Well, quite a bit actually. I like ginger. And I'm also gonna add cinnamon. I don't have nutmeg. I would put nutmeg in if I had it, but I don't have nutmeg. That's okay though. And some cinnamon. I don't think I have nutmeg. Let me see. Actually. Oh, here's the brown sugar topping. This is leftover, I think from the apple cake I made. So I need to use this up, and it's going on the top. I'm gonna do a little bit of pure vanilla extract. And the last thing is melted butter. So I'm gonna have to melt that in my frying pan. I'm gonna put in a whole stick of butter. I'll just melt that, get that going on low. And I'll actually really low because it seems like it's easy to burn butter with this burner. So, and I don't want to burn it. I just want to melt it. But yeah, here it is. Let me whip it up real quick. Here's the filling once I've mixed it all up. See, it's really, it's a thick consistency, but it's mostly the eggs and pumpkin. And our butter's doing pretty well. I'm gonna pour some of it in. Mix the butter in here. Alright, I'm gonna get the rest of the butter mixed in. And then this will be ready to pour into the pie crust. So this is the pie crust I got. It's gluten-free and it's a graham cracker crust. And I was gonna just do the pudding, but then I saw this crust and I was like, ooh, that'd be good. Something else that's going on right now is that there's this fire truck. I'll try to like show a picture of it. And they're like doing laps around the parking lot I'm parked in. I think they're training people how to drive the fire truck. So if you hear like weird noises driving around, it's this fire truck. And yeah, there's no emergency. I think they're training. I don't want to pull off my window covers, but they're right on the other side of there. So if they go by, well, let's see. I think they're coming by. Hold on. Yeah, that fire truck. So that's the noise. All right, back to the pudding pie. I'm gonna pour in the topping, or the pie, into here. Okay, I got all the topping in there. I'm gonna put a piece of foil on. Okay, and then I'm gonna turn this on. And I think I'll turn it down low. I'm trying to get like an oven type thing going on here. I don't know if you can hear them, they're still doing laps, but anyway. So when I went on my walk, I got some leaves and they inspired me to do some watercolor. So while the pie is waiting, or while I'm waiting for the pie, I think I'm gonna do a little bit of watercolor. That's a pretty one with the green still. I have this small little watercolor kit. It's very small, but it's perfect. And there's these little watercolors. What's cool is that, there we go, there, I had to fix them. I also have, I got myself, these are permanent pens, so I can like do the drawings of the leaf and then add watercolor over it, which is what I think I'm gonna do. This is this cool thing that comes with it. And then you get the watercolors wet. You just like spray them. And the other one looks like this. And it's watercolor brush. Alright, on a whole other note, I noticed that my propane stopped, so I turned this off and I have to replace my propane canister, which is fine. This one's empty now. And I have a few more, although I am running low. This is a technical part of the video. Let's see. So, all right, it's locked in there. Now back to business. We'll get it on pretty low. So I only have to replace these. I mean, it depends how much I cook, but I got 4 before I left Washington, and I think I had one other one, so I had 5, and I think this is the 3rd one that I've used. I mean, the 4th one. I used the 5th one, and then out of the 4 that I got, I think this is the 3rd one. So I should restock, but that's not bad. Anyway, that's back on. I'll tell you what, with that burner going, and then also the candles, it gets really hot. Like, I'm beginning to sweat, and I think it's like 50 something outside. So that's something. It gets hot in here. I think I'm gonna crack the sunroof. Here's what my watercolors are looking like so far. Coming along. I've done 3 colors. I've done the orange, and that one has red and brown too. All right, it's time to check this out, I think. Oh, let me put it back on quick. It's almost done, but not quite. So I'm gonna give that a few more moments. Now it's time to check this out again. Oh yeah, that's looking more like it. It looks like all fluffed up. Yeah. Yeah, you can tell by the spring. So I have this brown sugar topping. It's like a brown sugar cinnamon. Oops. Well, I'll just dump it all on and then spread it out. All right, let it cool a little. I don't know if this is a great angle. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I don't think I could cut this with one hand. I hope it's cooked all the way through. This was a big jump from like baked goods with flour to like a flourless pudding type thing. We'll see how it turned out. It's so far seems okay. Serving it might be the hardest part. Maybe I should have stuck to pudding. I might need 3 hands for this. Okay, if I had the proper utensil, I think it would have worked. If I had the proper utensil, like a pie server, it definitely is cooked. You can see that. It's got the brown sugar top. It's got that nice graham cracker crust. I'm excited. But I am going to do one more thing, and that is whipped cream. There we go. I mean, it's pie, kind of. It's pudding pie. Yep, pudding pie. Here, try. If you'd like. Oh, let me not forget the whipped cream. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hold on. I gotta take another bite. Yeah. That turned out. I might eat a lot more of that. It tastes like pudding. I mean, yeah, pumpkin pudding. And I can taste the ginger and then that brown sugar topping. It's not too sweet. Next time I'd probably add a little more maple syrup. It's got the vanilla. I guess because I'm used to doing sweet potato pudding, and sweet potatoes are sweeter than the pumpkin. That's probably why I didn't like adjust that. I mean, I didn't adjust that, so that's probably what's making this not sweeter. But I'm tasting the ginger. The ginger and the cinnamon and the graham cracker crust are really good. And the whipped cream is a nice touch. I don't usually put whipped cream on it, but some desserts kind of go better with whipped cream, I think. Oh yeah. See, I'm almost already done with this piece here. If you'd like. And it's got 4 eggs, so it's pretty healthy. The eggs, the pumpkin, maple syrup. It does have a bunch of whipped cream, but it's a light whipped cream. That's amazing. I'm actually gonna have another piece, but I'm also going to say goodnight because look outside. Well, that's with the flash on. That's totally dark. This is without the flash on. It's still pretty dark. It's getting dark, and I think the park closes at dusk. And people would definitely be able to see in here right now, so it's time for me to kind of get the show on the road. But there's a lot more of that. So that's exciting. Well, thank you for joining me. I'll post soon about the live because I'm pretty excited. And now that I kind of know the party, it will be really fun. I don't think it'll be this weekend, like not in a couple days. It'll probably be the following Saturday, Friday or Saturday night. That we'll do that. So stay tuned for that. yeah, and if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and come subscribe and join the channel if you're just watching this channel for the first time. I just passed 1,000 subscribers recently, so we're gonna have a party soon, a live party. That'll be fun, with like an interactive game, so it'd be cool. I'd love for you to join with that. I hope everybody's enjoying the journey. You know, you never know when things can change, and so if things are hard for you right now, know that at any moment they could change for the better. And if things are going well for you, you know, when things are going well for me, I just try to stay in the moment and appreciate, because again, we never know when they can change. So taking it one day at a time. All right, be well, everyone. Be safe, and see you on the next one. Bye.